On last week's episode of our Great Barrier Reef Swains trip, we talk about slow pitch jigging techniques around and away from the main reef system to catch coral trout, red throat emperor and more. We also take the mothership wide of the Swains where I get the opportunity to search for grounded fish and watch the bait and jig boys go head to head in some wicked fishing action. In this episode, we move up onto the beautiful shallow reef flats where we target fish around the reef bommies using surface lures specifically designed for this kind of fishing. This style of fishing is loads of fun and we run through some simple fundamentals so that others can experience this on their next reef outing. I hope you enjoy the episode. Got him. Stripe, is it? A little trout.
Red trout.
Red trout. First cast.
Mate, they love the Iron Man.
The Iron Man for the win. On the flats. Little Venom V-Swim 120. Iron Man colour. How nice. Beautiful. Oh, yep. Saw him coming.
Trout.
Red trout, I think.
Oh,
look at the trouty, one beside it. Come on, hook up, hook up. Oh, his mate was with him. That is so cool.
He went in there.
Another little trout. The Venom V-Swim. This is so much fun. The flats is just unreal. You don't know what you're going to get monstered by. There's heaps of these tasty fellas mixed in with the red throat. That is cool. So when choosing a reef flat to come up on top and fish, there's actually a few things to look for. So a lot of the reef systems are covered in plate coral and you won't see many bommies. It's just sort of flat corally looking bottom. We don't generally do too well on those style of reefs, so this one's an absolute perfect one. As you can see, we've got individual bommies with sand amongst it. Now this is prime for doing the top water stuff on the flats because you can cast between the bommies, let it sink down further like you would normally, and the fish can see it from underneath the bommies really well. So we can slow our retrieve, we can pause, we can let these Venom V-Swims flutter. So these, when you stop whining, these things really do a nice flutter back towards the bottom. We then work them through the water column, and then you wait for those trout, red throat, whatever other species to see it underneath the bommies and race out and grab it. So this is absolutely ideal for us to do this style of fishing on the flats. A lot of reefs along the Great Barrier Reef are like this. It's just a matter of choosing the right one. And in particularly, the bunker group's got some reefs like this as well. So it really does pay to come up. You need to choose your tide, so it's a high tide. You can use the build or the very top of the tide and the drop of the tide as well. So you'll find different parts of the reef system will work better depending on the tide. We're simply just drifting along with the motor off at the moment and targeting every individual little bommy we can see. Ooh. It's such a great visual fishing and we have an absolute ball. You often see the fish will come out and nail you and you haven't got much time to pull them out. So it's cool, it's great fun and very, very rewarding at times. Oh, oh, right there.
Right there.
That one.
Actually watched it.
How good's that?
It's such a good sport.
That's awesome. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're unreal.
They're pretty.
There's not much to not like about them. Mate. Come off. Oh, well.
Oh no, she's got me.
Oh no. Oh, bugger. Do you have many more of those 120s?
Yeah, but not that colour.
Ah, bugger.
Yep.
Pick up, this is Big Cat.
red trout.
I think it's a yellowtail.
Oh, is it? These two.
Yeah, just
Nice.
checking that he's still here.
Not a bad one too.
We just moved to Reef.
Beautiful yellowtail emperor. That is a nice fish, mate.
Jeez, they pull hard, don't
They do. They're such a cool fish. This flat stuff's unreal.
Little balls of muscle.
Very sporting.
Venom V-Swim 120, doing the damage again. Coral trout pattern.
Very nice. Such a cool yellow through it. It's the tail as well. That's awesome.
Let's get another one.
So we brain spike every fish and we also bleed them. In behind the gill rakes, just that bit of meaty section there like that.
It's anything with these other colours. I can't see where you look.
Nah. Yep. He's got me. Oh, he's come out.
Nice trout, I think.
Yep.
Beautiful trout. Lovely.
I think he's only just lipped. Oh. Yes.
Yes.
That's lovely cold trout on the flats. Beautiful colours on these shallow water cold trout. You get them all different varieties of colours. So the black, and you get a variety of green, but they're all this colour. You rarely get them that red colour you would normally see a cold trout up on the flats. They go so hard in a couple metres of water. Just sweeping them along. They come flying out from your bommies and nail you. You've only got a split second to react before they go back in their little home. These little 120 Venom V-Swims have been going extremely well. The little 90s have been going really well on these flats too. Cool fish, and it's just so much fun, this flats fishing. They're so, oh, it's on. Jesus, it's shallow. Beautiful.
Lovely yellow-tailed emperor.
Another one to the V-Swim.
It dominates, it just catches.
Sure does. Right near Big Cat.
You don't have to go far.
Not much fuel used on this one. Cool. Hold on, mate. Ready? Ooh. Straight between. So as you can see there, I've cast straight between a bit of a sandy, narrow passage there. And that will give me more of a chance. I can slow my lure up a lot more. Hopefully increase the chance of a trout seeing that lure come past them down a lot deeper.
It's a fair way away too, you're on that bommy over there.
He's going for that one. Red trout, nice.
Lovely red trout.
Beautiful. How cool.
Another lovely red trout. Oh. Geez, they play up when you get them in the boat. So dangerous.
Beautiful.
Venom V-Swim 120 trout pattern. Dominating again up on the flats. We're just picking to pieces these bommies, casting it just up current and twitching it, pausing it, sinking it down and almost just shimming it on the spot. And red throat and trout and yellowtail emperor are coming up and just absolutely smashing it. It's close quarter fishing. You got to be onto it as soon as you get the bite. You got to extract them pretty quick, otherwise they find their honey holes and break you off pretty quick. Look at the coloration on
That
it.
is, mate, he's coming out with some wicked colours on that fish.
So cool. Okay.
Oh. Man, this is the ideal reef for it. The whole length of this reef's got that perfect look to it.
You just need them bommies with the gaps in it, like spread out system. Cast into them little gaps.
Yep.
That's right.
Switched over. Nice little red throat. Geez, they're so dangerous to hold with lures in.
Just so erratic when they crash.
Man, these things go hard on the flats. They go way harder than trout for their size. There's that Venom lure again. Definitely finding the bright chromia coloured Venom's going really, really well up in the flats. I think they spot them from a mile away. They have such a nice, erratic action to them that really does shine under the water. The Iron Man, the bright red and gold, they go real well in this colour too. Very cool. So the rod we're using for a lot of the flats fishing is a Venom stick bait rod. So it's a 40 to 60 pound stick bait rod. It's got a nice bit of length to it, so you can actually hold the rod up fairly high and try to keep them out of the bommies. Gives you a little slight advantage over a shorter rod. A nice soft tip, so you can still get plenty of action out of your lure. And plenty of grunt on that mid to lower end to pull a decent fish out. We're using 50 pound line, 50 pound fluorocarbon Wilson leader, and an ATC Virtuous reel, 10,000 size. Nice smooth, good drag system. Oh, he's got me straight away. Do you want to just drive straight back around? He's in front of that rock over there. Oh, he's come out, he's come out. No, oh, he's come out. Yep. Doesn't feel real big. Little trouty maybe. Nice. Oh, beautiful, look at that. Gorgeous fish. There we go, nice little flats cold trout. When you're up in the shallow water, you'll get them that really dark, black, grey looking, even a bit of greeny tinge to them. They're very cool. And it's great fun chasing these fish up on the shallows. You're likely to catch anything. Like down the other end, mate. I spoke too soon. Go, mate. Still keep their heads up.
Lovely red throat. Switched it up, went the bigger V-Swim, the 150. A bit bigger profile and present in the water. We noticed last year the trouties were coming up and smacking this, but as we can see, red throat love it as well. They always typically get it on the rear hook, so they pull hard to get them next to the boat. They thrash around, they often pop off, so you got to get them in the boat quick. This one's got a good secure hook set.
As you can see, the shallow reef flats not only look amazing, but can produce quality fish using the correct methods to suit. Some key points to remember. Choose a reef that have lots of bommies with spaces between them. Fish the reef flats up to 2 hours either side of the high tide, depending on the tide sizes. Use lures like the Venom V-Swim that give you a great action on the rod sweep or twitch, and also a great flutter on the paws. Use a suitable rod, reel and line class to help lures work correctly and also land fish. On next week's episode, we look at how to target the ultimate Great Barrier Reef sports fish on topwater lures, the hard-fighting giant trevally. It's exciting, fun, and I get a wicked surprise when another bucket list fish eats my popper and finishes off my trip with a bang. Oh, it's a horse